Zero.
Damage, damage goods. Damage, damage goods. Damage, damage goods. And I've accepted it. Damage, damage goods. Damage, damage goods. Damage, damage goods. I will build this bridge and get over it.
Yeah. You know, we all been through something. And I can tell you, I am definitely damaged. Damaged goods. Yeah, you know it. Check it. I'm damaged goods, return to sender. Many people will not remember what I be coming with, but I'm running quick on the microphone, and my stomach's sick, and I be pushing until there's nothing up in it. I could do this for more than another minute, and I could do this for hours, and I could open my chest, open heart surgery. I'm hopeless bet. I'm a hopeless romantic, because I know that I'm gonna be doing this, and it's tragic. I have to be doing this and I'm married to game. And you just see how it happens, well I had to carry it, wait. I carry the weight on my back in my mind. I have to do this in the back of my mind. I have to tell myself to keep on pushing forward. Every time they died, wait, I know I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. So build a bridge and get over it. Build a bridge and get over it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. So build a bridge and get over it. Build a bridge and get over it. Building bridges to get over myself. Like I'm an angry troll, I'm knowing myself. Like I got the manual, but I know that I got my habits still. I'm gonna make sure that I'm just pushing up the hill like I'm Sisyphus. I'm doing this the way it needs to be done, so you can see that I'm just pushing towards heaven. And now I'm needing one person to be checking my perspective. Then I can go ahead and check this off my checklist, and I can reassemble it like Voltron, and I can bring it together. And you're wrong if you thinking you can't find your way up out of it, because we imprison ourselves up in our mind. Our habits is killing us every day, slowly or quickly. This is why I'm on this microphone and you could get me. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. So build a bridge and get over it. Build a bridge and get over it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. So build a bridge and get over it. Build a bridge and get over it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. So build a bridge and get over it. Build a bridge and get over it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. So build a bridge and get over it. Build a bridge and get over it. Damaged goods, damaged good, and I've accepted it. Damaged goods, damaged good, and I've accepted it. Damaged goods, damaged good, and I've accepted it. So build a bridge and get over it. Build a bridge and get over it.
Apparently Zero was thirsty. Apparently, he needed a drink. Are we muted? No, we're not. Dope. What's going on, Megan? How are you feeling? How are you feeling? Zero's feeling froggy. I'm feeling okay. My head's feeling better than usual, but my fucking back is hurting. So we're gonna take our meds and we're gonna fucking get ready for a good stream. If you guys are cool with that. If not, then you know we'll fuck the entire way off. Zero said fuck this, which is fair. I accept that. Oh, no, he said, listen, we're bringing a pumpkin. We're bringing a pumpkin. Cute but creepy. Those are the vibes that I give off. Ooh, what a catch. Good catch, big man, huh? Oh, you dropped it. You dropped your toy. Give me that toy. What are you doing? Give me that toy. Ooh, look at you. Look at you. You dropped it. Hi. Handsome boy. Uh-oh. Hey, fuck you. Fuck you, bro. Fuck you, bro. Okay. Wow, there you go, Megan. Can't fault you for that. Cannot fault you for that. That's fair though. That's fair. You gotta get that. You gotta get that done. You gotta get that out of you, man. You can't hold on to old shit. Holding on to old shit is is something that you just can't do. Yo, hi Zero. What are you doing, crazy man? What are you doing? You here hanging out with us? What are you doing? You're vicious. Take it easy. 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 Ow. Easy. Yo, we don't like to be bitten, but easy. Slut muffin? You slut muffin? You fucking up my feng shui over here, man. How you gonna fuck with my... Hey, don't you mess with your brother. Don't you mess with your brother just because I won't let you bite me. I said we don't like to get bit plural, not just singular. Oh, you bring me some lemonade? Because he's a little pucker. He's a little mother pucker. That's what it says on the thing. Did you hear the rain and wind last night? The rain and wind, I did not hear it last night, but I heard it this morning. This morning it was pretty crazy. It hasn't slowed down. That speak of the devil. Hi, handsome. Speaking of handsome devils, how was your morning so far, Zero? How'd you like the wind? Zero seems to enjoy windy days. I think he's all about the windy days. What's up, little man? Are you awaiting your taco crest? I don't know where you put it. I don't know what you did with it. It's not within an eye shot. I don't know where your taco. This is the best I can do for you. This is the best I can do for you. You get taco. You got food and a drink. What else could I do for you? What more do you want from me, man? I was having a bad dream and woke up to it, and it was scary. The power went out for a little. In the dream or in reality? Because that sucks. Having a bad dream and then the power going out, like waking up and then having the power go out, or the power being out, like that's shitty. Spooky as fuck. Yo, Big Mama Pain, how are you doing? We're hanging out. We got food and a drink for Zero here. We got a taco. We got a little pucker. Aw, hi, handsome. You pawing it up? You pawing it up? We're talking about the power apparently went out last night for a little while. The wind, I guess, it's pretty crazy. So, nighttime, I could only imagine what it was like. Good thing I didn't wake up. I'd have been freaking out. I'd have been a scared little bitch. I'd have been freaking the fuck out. Big Mama Pain says, doing really good, just taking care of my dad and spending time with my daughter and her boyfriend. Awesome, awesome. Glad you're getting to spend time with all of them. You said you've been taking care of your dad. That's ironic because our friend Amy Canna has been taking care of her mom. Mom's, plural. So if anybody knows the feeling, it's the Canna mama. Because that can be rough. That can be rough. got some hot animal action back here. Let's see if I can get you guys the back door action. The lighting's trash. Let me see if I can't fix that at all. Set this down. Nope, can't fix it. I don't know why it's so trash over there. We got good lights in the place. I guess it's just because the window in the back. Yeah, literally, I turn it down a little bit so you don't get all that window, and it's not bad. Cindy coming in just in time to root for Team Kitty. Zero, don't be a corned beef cunt. He's like, Dad, what the fuck did you just call me? Yeah, it's just that window back there. That window is what does me in. What's going on, blasted asses? Big Mama Pain, 11 on 0. Don't you be a dick. I see you back there. I gotta move those boxes so you guys can get some better fucking love on them. Instead of just some asshole shots. How are you doing, Cindy? How was the stream? Always love coming in and seeing our Cindy Potato. Our Cindy Potato. Hi, Zero. You coming? Ooh, that was almost bad. I'll fix you guys in a second. I almost just fucking spilled water all over the floor. Oh, hey. Why don't you do that? Why don't you do that on me at least? I mean, I understand the need to do that. But... Boom. Let's see here. Yes, we had Big Mama Pain. We stole Big Mama from you. Blasted Asses was too busy over in Cindy's. No, I'm just teasing. I was over there hanging out with C. Strider and fucking Blasted Asses, and I don't know if I seen Demon Slayer in there. He might have been in there, but I'm more of a lurker. I'm more of a lurker and a listener. I like to listen. I don't like to watch. I like to listen. No, I like to watch. I just have to watch how much I watch. What are you sniffing at over here? What are you sniffing at over here, handsome dog? Huh? What are you doing? I don't know where your taco suit is, bro. He's over here looking at me like, Dad, where the fuck is my taco suit? And I'm just like, bro, I'm not sure. He's just looking at me like, dude, I need my fucking taco suit. I'm like, what? I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is, man. We had a good morning. So far. We woke up. We ate. And now we're here. He went for a walk before I woke up, huh? He went for a walk without me today. Which I ain't upset about. It just means we'll go on an even better walk. It just means we can go on a better walk whenever I take you after the live, huh? That's all that means. That's all that means, handsome. How's everyone doing? Good question, Cindy. How's everyone doing? I like to talk. I just don't know what to talk about. Sorry, yes, I was having fun. Yeah, I always love going into Cindy's. She always has so much cool stuff to show, whether it's the animals or the art. She always has a really cool live. I always love to see whenever Cindy pops up. I need to start getting my workout on. I need to start, now that Blasted Asses is doing, not Blasted Asses, shit, sorry, you guys are just one and the same. Now that Demon Slayer, the slayer of those demons that are coming out of Blasted's ass, now that he's working out every day in the morning, I gotta start listening to his live and start, implementing some type of something. I gotta hold myself accountable for some physical fucking regimens or something. Because I also forget, by trying to limit my screen time, I forget that certain people are on, and I forget to do certain things and check certain things. But that's okay because I have a lot of stuff that I got going on right now. Whoa, hello. But I do want to start trying to do a little bit more as far as being like physically active goes. So I do want to try to start utilizing blasted. I keep fucking saying blasted asses. Demon Slayer stream. Hi. Hi. Whoa, you're crazy. Where did all this energy come from? We were having fun. We were being cute. We were being cute. I thought we were friends. That is my no-no square. Whoa, why are you trying to get the chorizo, bro? Why are you trying to get the chorizo? Stop. Sit. Sit. You're hurting me. You leave the kitty alone. Hey. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, you gotta leave it. You gotta give the kitty a chance. Huh. Hi. Yeah, you better run. Alright, what do we got going on over here? As long as you remember that you're a taco, then the rest of it... it's all I can do, Blasted. It's all I can do to remember that I'm a taco. It really is. Trying to... There we go. So trying to make you guys bigger. Alright, let's see here. Let's see what you guys got going on. I'm messing with my camera, sorry. Let's see. Good feeling today. Okay, feeling better today than I was yesterday. That's good, Cinny. That's good. Blasted Ass is hitting the Cinny command. Funny but true facts. Megan says, me and Crystal are the doctors. Do it in the head. Step back. Oh my goodness. We didn't walk into her and she said that the people in front of us were doing the same thing but backwards. I had to explain. Oh my goodness. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's so funny. Well then, good morning to you in the mirrors of the elevator, Blasted Asses. That's fucking ruthless, bro. That's ruthless. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Ooh. That shit's tender. That's the fucking challenge too, is like, I don't want to do too much, but I also don't want to do too little. It's like a fucking... It's a sweet spot. Some days it's easier than others. Ooh, okay. I think that's good for a minute. What up, Silver Mist? How have you been? How's your week been? Zero came to say hello. Come to say hello? No? Come to tell me to fuck off? That's possible. He said you just get the ears. That's all you guys get. A little bit of snoot. Nope. He said not enough snoot. A little bit of snoot hidden behind the words. Oh, you guys missed out on a zero yawn. Gotta laugh a little at the little things, or I'll go crazy. Mirrors are fun, but not in the fun house. Oh, definitely not. Definitely not. For the first time in a long time, there was sun out, and that is so good. I agree, Cinny. I felt so much better for a couple of days whenever we had like nice weather. I took Zero on a nice walk, and the weather was really nice, and I felt better physically. I felt better mentally. You know, the weather definitely sometimes can have an impact on your well-being physically and mentally. Showed some sun to my face and gives me some motivation to get some stuff done. Definitely, Cindy. Good. I'm glad to hear it. The live was cool for what I caught. I'm glad that I got to catch you. I'm glad that I saw that you were live. I always hate whenever I don't notice it until like I'm going to go live and then I see it like as a notification and I'm like, no, I could have been listening to City. Some mornings, you know, you definitely need to, you know, have some time and, you know, not have a distraction, you know, which I always understand. You know, that's why I never, you know, take it personally whenever people don't make it in, because, you know, sometimes you definitely just need some time to yourself. You need some time to reflect, especially when you have a bunch to get done. I was surprised, you know, it was funny because yesterday we were talking about distractions and the fact that a distraction is something that takes your attention away from something else. So, like, you mean to tell me this whole time I thought that I was multitasking? You mean to tell me that I've just been, like, distracting myself? Like, I thought I was multitasking, but turns out I'm just distracted. Like, shit. I thought I was, like, exercising some type of skill, but this is actually, like, a serious fucking problem. Like, gotta laugh at the little things. Good, pretty chill until yesterday with my older brother. Plus, my hands are healing from the weather, washing them and using hand sanitizer so much. Silver Mist, first of all, I'm sorry your brother's being a dickhead. Second of all, if you get, like, healing lotion, I know, like, like Jergens has one. I know a couple other brands have it, but it's any type of lotion, but it'll say healing lotion, and it'll, why did I sound like the emotional damage guy right there? Healing lotion, and it will help. It'll help. I used to have to, whenever I worked in the kitchen, I used to have to, use that because my knuckles would just be fucking raw, like. Zero, you leave him alone. I'm gonna mess you up. What are you doing? Why are you being mean? Why are you being mean, butthole? I shouldn't even reward you for being an asshole. You know you should just leave him alone. I love you and I want to spend time with you, but that doesn't mean you gotta be mean to your brother. Just because he was walking. Just because he was walking. Listen, Christopher had nothing to do with it. He was just walking. He was just walking, Zero. Give you guys the Zero shot. Oh yeah, that hot Zero action. Bam, bam. Hi. He's like, yeah, I'm handsome. Wicked and grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. And he's gone. That's why I didn't spend too much time trying to get it perfect. I didn't think he was gonna last too long. As soon as the cat ran away, I knew that he wasn't gonna last. Emotional damage. Yes, Taco, it's Friday. I was just making sure, you know, because last week I was like, oh, it's Friday. And people were like, yo, bro, you know it's Thursday, right? And I was like, don't mind me while I change the name of the live. Blasted says, sun brightens up a day when it's really cloudy. It's gloomy. Sun makes you shine. Silvermist, good morning, and I constantly hand sanitize. I'll be doing that forever, no matter what. Now it's constantly, but it's saving my life. There you go, Blasted Asses. Good stuff. Yes, thank you, fucking Stream Elements, for reminding us, guys, to take your meds. Med time, med time, med time. Here's my meds. When I take them, they make me feel like not a sped. When it comes, I want to take my meds. Bang. Bang, bang. What did you get some of yesterday, Silvermist? Silvermist has extreme OCD and hates germs. There you go. I definitely have OCD. I wouldn't say that it's extreme. The ADHD almost cancels it out, but not quite, because it doesn't specifically work that way. But you know, I always make the joke, but it's not a joke. Like with OCD and ADHD, everything has to be perfect, but not for very long. Like, see, I think another thing about it is like I'm just efficient. So like, there's other shit to get done. Like I'm not gonna nitpick about like certain things until I make sure that like everything else, like, oh man, like it's bad. It's bad. Yo, Dope Sick, what's going on? You can do whatever you want, homie. I appreciate you coming through. How are you doing? How was your morning? I hope you ate something for breakfast. I hope you're drinking a little bit of water. Silver Mist says her OCD is extremely bad, especially ever since COVID started with the germs. I don't blame you. Yeah, I don't blame you. I think that, you know, anybody who is like a germaphobe really fucking got hit, you know, hard with COVID. I'm good. How are you? I'm doing pretty well. Just hanging out. We were hanging out with the puppy dog, but it looks like he's getting a bite to eat right now. Maybe a little something to drink. But I'm sure you'll see him here pretty soon. We got a handsome husky that hangs out with us. He usually has a taco costume, but I don't know where it went. He was looking at me. He actually likes it. Like he knows exactly. He's smart. He's a little too smart for his own good, I think. I don't know what he was in a past life, but he's a genius. Healing lotion. Yes, Silver Mist. Healing lotion. I thought you did already. Why I didn't say it? Ooh, hopefully I didn't already take them. If I did, we're about to have a fucking crazy morning. About to be headache free as fuck. No, I'm pretty sure I didn't take them. I had mentioned taking them. And I had been taking them the last few days. I had been taking them before the live. Which has been good, but at the same time has been messing with my schedule. Which has made, you know, my forgetfulness fucking even worse. Like, dope. Thank you, Dope Sick. Sea Strider, how are you doing? That's funny. A good one, Dope Sick. That's why my hands look like they do. My mama feels bad that they look like they do. Wait, why do your hands look like they do? I'll look back. Oh, because because of the hand sanitizer. Yeah, you have to. Plus, you know, maybe they make. I wouldn't even be surprised if they made like a hand sanitizer at this rate. If they made like a hand sanitizer with like some type of like healing fucking lotion or something, like for that exact reason. Like for that exact fucking reason. Sorry guys, I'm going all white trash streamer on you. That's funny. That reminds me, fucking Dope Sick over here. That reminds me, back whenever we were doing fucking, you know, lives on, whenever we were watching our buddy Ow Mao over on TikTok. I would do like how they have like the fucking, the biddies. Well, on Twitch, I guess it's what biddies. So like I would just do like an emote with the whatever number beside it, and it would be like the broke bitch biddies. That was always fun. I always liked doing that. And once they added the moving emotes, it was game over. Once they added the moving emotes, it was game over. Washing my hands, finally guess the weather. The weather's really what does it with the cold. The cold really gets it. The cold and the sanitizer, yep. And they also make, like, I know they have hand soap. They have hand soap that's, like, moisturizing. Because that's what it is. Like, the alcohol from the hand sanitizer dries out your skin. And then the cold weather dries out your skin. And then the soap ends up drying out your skin. So that's what you want is, like, some, like, extra moisturization. And then I would do the healing lotion. I would try to find some type of. I know the hand soap that you have some healing and or extra moisturization options. Same with the whatever the other one was. Use hand sanitizer for kids or hand sanitizer aloe vera. Ah, there you go, Cindy, with aloe. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. Coconut oil and butter. Butter? So you just go and grab the Land O'Lakes and you're fine. Apparently butter is fine, guys. You just go and grab the Land O'Lakes and you're good. Who doesn't like to rub a little Land O'Lakes on their skin, you know? I guess something with the oil. Coconut oil and butter. No, I know what you meant, coconut butter. I just couldn't, coconut oil and butter. Yes, I know what you meant. That's just, I couldn't resist. Coconut oil and coconut butter. Oh man, sorry. I'm a funny guy. Funny. The two combined. Oh, so yes, regular butter. Coconut oil and regular butter. Oh shit. I can't believe it's not butter. It might be. So yeah, I wonder if margarine, what about coconut margarine? I don't think I'm pronouncing that right. Might be, I blame the accent. Or the fucking, oh man. Have an awesome stream. Yo, Blasted Ashes, have a great day, man. I appreciate you hanging out with us. Message up, I did. What did you do? Gotta go. Ah, I see. I missed it. I apologize. I miss messages sometimes. I apologize, guys. Blasted Ashes, thank you for pointing that out for me. Nope, Cindy, I'm gonna just use butter from now on. Land O'Lakes, here I come. Yo, speaking of Land O'Lakes, did you notice how they fucking took away the Indian from the front of the package? Like, it's the same background, it just doesn't have the lady on it anymore. Like, just like America to fucking keep the land. Like, gross. Why did I remember? Check, I gotcha. Butter all over, no comment. I'm out of here, bye everyone. Yo, Blasted Ashes, I'll see you later, man. Maybe I'll try to hit you up later for a jack. I imagine how that sounds to people who don't know. I can only imagine how that sounds to people who don't know. Yeah, I never really used anything on my hands except for like the healing lotion back whenever I was just from like washing my hands. Washing my hands probably added to it, obviously, and then this like sanitizer. It wasn't from even using sanitizer. It was just like from the sanitizer sink, from like doing dishes and stuff, you know, in the one kitchen that I worked at. It actually probably happened multiple times. Yo, Juno, what's going on, my man? How you doing? We're having an alright morning, talking to some of our friends. Is there if there's anything that anybody wants to talk about in particular today, feel free to let us know. Zero just left us alone a minute ago. I'm not sure. Oh, he's chilling. He's big chilling. Him and the cat. Oh, he's like, yo, I heard my name. Yes, I was talking shit. What are you doing? What are you doing, handsome? I was talking shit. Camera's not in a good position. Camera's not in a good position. Oh, now it's really not in a good position because you can't even see the mouth. First name's Albert. Last name's Malbert. Hi, handsome. You come to say hi to Juno? As soon as I said his name, he was like, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Should have enjoyed it while I could. Being there for others topic. That is a very good topic, Juno. Thank you. I think that's a good start for sure. Thank you. Sometimes my fucking brain just decides not to work. I don't have any notes today. I have like one or two, but nothing substantial. But that is a really good topic, and I'm also pretty good at just like rolling with things. So thank you, Juno, for throwing that out there. Let me catch up in the chat real quick. Mama, is that taco? LOL, it cracks me up. My 2-year-old can tell it's you or Al Mao just by y'all's voice. That is cute, C Strider. First of all, thank you for that. Thank you for the love, because that just shows, you know, that you be showing us mad love, as the hearts would suggest. let's see. Juno says, I needed you yesterday and you were there, Taco. Anybody can say they'll be around for you, but not everyone follows through. You immediately picked up my vibe and ran with it. LOL, though. You announce the topic is distraction, and then I distract you. I felt like I was able to, tie it in pretty well. Then I distract you. TYG, you're the best. PS, take the love and complimentary words of adoration. Don't say no, man. It was nothing. You're being too kind. Bullshit. Thank you, Juno. I appreciate it. Which, taking compliments was one of the topics of the live the other day. So that's important. That's important that I accept it. It was definitely a curveball. It definitely wasn't something that I was prepared for, but I'm glad that I met the expectations that were set before me. I'm glad that I could help for sure. That means a lot to me that I would be able to help. And again, sorry for taking so long to check my whispers. Sorry for making you freak the fuck out. Sorry for making you give up there for a second. You just got to remember that I take the screen breaks from time to time, but I'll get you when I come back. Hi, handsome. Huh, you always leave and come back. What are you up to? You love to get right out of this fucking camera. It's like you're too smart. Oh, there he goes. Oh, there he goes. There he goes and there he goes and there he goes and I have to lower you guys a little bit. Hi, handsome. Boop. Bam, there you go. Perfect. Oh, as he moves. He tries to lay down. I can't pet you if you lay down. I can't reach you. You can stay there, but I can't reach you. He's looking at me like I fucking did something wrong. I can't reach. My arms aren't that long, buddy. My arms aren't that long. With the cat fucking lurking. Hey, kitty. Hey, kitty, kitty. You coming to hang out? What? I can't show the cat some love? He's like, nah, son. Me. Hey, kitty, kitty, kitty. Hey, kitty, kitty, kitty. Hey, kitty, kitty, kitty. Come on, kitty, kitty. You good boy, Zero. I can pet you both. I got two hands. I got two hands, one for the cat and one for the dog. Oh, man. So, yes, being there for others. That is a good point as well. It meant the world to me. I'm glad that you picked that topic as well, and I'm glad that you gave us the tie-in, Juno. I didn't even think about the tie-in because, that's just what we do. That's what we talk about doing. And I'm glad that I could, not prove myself because obviously, I feel like I do that in more ways than one, but I'm glad that I could be there to, thank you for, because I didn't even think about it in the moment, it really is second nature to me. To help those around me that need it. It really is second nature. It's something that I don't even think about. And that's why, meeting so many of you beautiful people who have, a similar type of feeling when it comes to, people, it's truly refreshing, and I'm very glad that I could, repay that to you, Juno, because you've been a very kind person to a lot of us. So thank you for your kind words, my man. I appreciate you. But on the topic of being there for each other, that's another reason why I'll break an arm jerking you guys off, because you guys are there for me quite a bit, and I am very glad that I have the ability. A lot of you guys were there for me when I really fucking needed it. So now that I'm starting to have the ability to be there for some of you, I will definitely do what I can. I can't promise you guys that I can do much, but I will definitely do what I can. How's the move going? Hasn't even started, Sea Strider. Hasn't even started. I don't like to talk about any of it on the live, though, for certain reasons. I kind of stopped talking about it just because certain circumstances were kind of freaking me out, and I didn't want to be giving out too much information until things happen. And it kind of sucks that things have to be that way, but some people, kind of. When your life gets threatened, you don't take it lightly. That's all I'm gonna say. So, yeah. But thank you for asking, Sea Strider. I do really appreciate you asking. That's just more of a DM question, unfortunately, for me at this point. And that's not, any like you're bad at all. Like there's no way you could have known. But no, I really appreciate you asking. Things are going well. Everything's going well. To answer your question, I mean, I guess I didn't have to go into detail about it. So easy to say those 5 words, not so easy to deliver. What 5 words? I'll be there for you. Those are 5 words. You couldn't have been more perfect, like you planned it for a week. That's a gift. I've always been decent at that kind of thing. I've always been way better at that versus like planning things out. I think that you definitely kind of need to be able to do both. I always find that the lives go a little bit more smooth when I have 1 or 2 points, like I said, that I want to make. Because then, I don't have to do something silly like ask you guys for a topic, which isn't really silly. I like doing that, but I don't want to rely on that. I like to ask you guys, but I like to ask you guys and still have a topic or 2 to touch on in case nobody has anything, because I don't want, to have any added pressure on anyone. But same, I don't want to have any added pressure on myself, because that's one of the big reasons why I started this live, was because of the fact that it took so little preparation. I prepare from time to time, with a couple of topics, a couple of things, a couple of pages or whatever that I want to touch on. But, for the most part, it's been a very, stress relieving activity. And just with everything that I've had going on in the last couple of weeks, some of them have definitely been lackluster, a little topic light. So, and I've also been having to watch my screen time a little bit, so I've been a little more behind in the chat. Been having a little more headaches lately, so I've been trying to nip some stuff in the bud. That's one of the reasons why we've had a little extra zero time. Not just to mention that he's cute as fuck, and I don't exactly get to choose when we have extra time. But a couple of those lay down sessions were a little longer, for a good reason. I remember when I couldn't do anything for others because I was too damn busy in my own head about me, a tad bit selfish. Well, I mean, yes and no, man. I mean, it depends on the level and for what reasons, That's only for your own safety. Exactly, Cindy. Also, we will kick ass when people trying to make you feel unsafe. Right? Exactly. And it's fucked up. It's really fucked up. And it's not the kind of thing that I should take seriously. But, unfortunately, you have to take it seriously sometimes. Show song. The show theme to Friends. Yep. I'll be there for you. Fucking Megan. Gonna be the Friends experience for my birthday, and I can't wait. Nice. You only need to tell us the names. I don't want to, honestly, guys, I don't want to add any more energy to anything. I just wanted to let you guys know why I hadn't exactly been sharing any details. Because at first I was like, oh my goodness, this is exciting. And then I was like, actually, going to be friend. Okay, I read that one. No way. Yes way, Juno. Did Juno? Haha. Yes, Juno. Yes, we are.
Who's all in your mind?
That's awesome. Have a blast. Guys, feel free to tell us about your day. What's today? Friday? Yes, literally the fucking name of the live. I'm excited because I don't think I even have much on the planner. I still have a lot to do. Just because there's not much on the planner does not mean that I don't have a lot to do. But I want to try to make sure I get one or two things on the planner, because not just in the live, but in life, to have a few like points, to have a few ideas for the day, helps you to, you know, get your brain moving. And even if you end up not getting everything on your list done, there's a good chance that it at least got you moving and you got other things done. Hopefully. You know, sometimes it's a learning process. And it really helps whenever you have people that are there for you. This is a good thing too, Juno, because it causes me to have to like recall. You know, this is something that I wouldn't have been able to do, you know, a few months ago, or even a month, even a fucking couple of weeks ago. Like, to be able to recall what the topic was, like you said, like, to be there for each other, like, you know, the fact that I can even recall that is a skill that I did not have a few weeks ago, which is super fucking amazing. I can't tell you guys how awesome it is to actually be able to regain some of my fucking cognitive abilities, like, no matter how small. You know, that's one of the reasons why we were talking about progress. Just no matter how small it is, it's amazing. And that's why it's really awesome to have people in your life who notice that progress, who you know, are there to witness the progress. And, you know, that's one of the reasons especially why I don't even care. You know, I mean, obviously, one, you can't care because people have busy lives. You know, I always try to reassure people who are, you know, streaming that, you know, people are busy, and sometimes you just have to change things up, go about things a different way, and maybe change your mindset, change up what you're doing a little bit. You know, focus on what you're doing, and, you know, just don't put that extra pressure on it. When you put that extra pressure on it, it just makes it that much more. You know, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but it makes it more overwhelming. It makes it less fun. Like, it makes it not as fucking awesome. You have to do that every time you say it now, right? I almost have to. I almost owe you guys. Like, there's no choice. And a lot of you guys have been there for me, not even just in the lives, but, you know, personally. A lot of you guys have reached out to me and checked up on me. A lot of you guys have reached out to other people and checked in on other people, and that is honestly huge, because that's a big part of the reason why we're here as well. You know, it's no secret that I have a few people who, you know, at this point are looking out and are there for me. But how many times before you think I get hit with a copyright? That's the question. But, you know, we get people who come in who have nobody there for them. We get people who come in and have nothing better to do than to say some awful things in the chat. And maybe those people have nobody there for them and haven't had anybody there for them. And that's why I almost feel like a need to give them almost like a half of a chance to like change up their fucking demeanor. Because like, I want to give them the option to like have people be there for them. Like, if that's the problem and they just don't have anybody that's actually there for them, like, I want to give them that option. And then if they make me fucking regret it, then, well, alright, I'm fucking my bad. But we've had quite a few trolls who came in and then we fucking just were like, well, what's up? Like, this is what we're doing. That's pretty fucking shitty of you. Like, and they were like, oh, wow, like, my bad. Like, I didn't know you guys were cool. Like, well, if you didn't come in saying fucking pussy fart, well, I mean, if you come in saying that, then you know that you belong. But, sorry, I don't know why that was my go-to. You know, that's also known as a queef. This is not the queef live, though. This is the being there for one another. Oh, my goodness. At least for now. That's so funny. I'll binge Friends now. You twisted my arm. Oh, God. Karma will get that ass. Oh, God, what happened? Oh, yes, exactly. Obviously, exactly, C. Strider, exactly. How did you meet Al Mao, and how has your friendship gotten to the point that you are so there for each other? If you don't mind. If it's too personal, I understand. No, not at all, Juno. It's not too personal at all, and that's a great question, especially beings that you had asked, to talk about, being there for each other. That's actually a story that I haven't gotten to tell in its entirety in quite a while, and it's just because I was telling it so much that I felt like I was, the people who come in every day hear me say the same stuff over and over again, and not just, with that story, but with a lot of stories. So I don't, talk about a lot of stuff. But yeah, I'll definitely tell you that story, Juno. Thank you for asking. And it's funny because it's not an amazing story. I mean, it is an amazing story. Like, let me take that back. It is an amazing story. But it's not like a, oh, we met on, it's not like a... It's a funny story. It is an amazing story, but it's kind of a funny story, and I almost feel bad because I'm kind of an asshole. So this was This was pre. I met Al probably, I don't know exactly, but a couple of months before my accident, and. I hated, little background, I hated TikTok, but I was giving it a chance. I was pretty new to TikTok. I had maybe been on it, I don't know, a couple of weeks, a month, 2 months. I can't tell you for sure. But I had kept seeing, because if you guys don't know, on TikTok, if you're scrolling, it'll show you a live video. If somebody's live, it'll show you their live video. It won't show you what people are saying in the chat or anything, but it'll show you their live video. So, and this, was it was probably about 2 years ago. At this point, it was probably about 2 years ago. So I've known Mal, 2 years, if that. So I kept seeing this guy rapping. And I didn't realize that he was freestyling. I didn't realize what he was freestyling. I just heard and saw this dude rapping, and I was like, I'm good. Next. No harm, no foul. I seen him. I was like, all right. Next. I'm not really looking for the lives. I'm just, bored scrolling through fucking attention span, fucking, of a squirrel, ADHD mind, just looking for the next video, looking for some funny shit, and I like rock music, I like rap and stuff, and hip-hop, but, I didn't realize what he was doing, and every time that I had heard, whatever 3-second snippet, it wasn't something that had caught my attention. So, this had gone on for probably, a month at least, where I had seen this dude at least probably fucking, I guess I was just on the same schedule as him, but I would see him, every fucking night. Or it felt like an eternity. I seen this motherfucker so much, and I had no idea what he was doing. I didn't even give it a chance. I just seen it, listened for 3 to 5 seconds. Nothing really jumped out, and I was like, all right, next. And then one of the times, and I shit you not, I was to the point where I got so tired of seeing it that I was like, I'm about to just fucking say that I don't want to see it. And it was nothing personal against Al or his raps. It just wasn't what I was on TikTok for. I'm more into comedy and shit, and I wasn't, I didn't realize what he was doing. I didn't realize that he was free every time that I had seen him for those couple of seconds, because I didn't give it the chance to actually click on it and realize that he was freestyling chat suggestions, and that this is something that he does every fucking night. I didn't realize that shit. So, and luckily, I had this thought, literally, for about a week prior to me actually clicking on him. I was like, dude, I'm about to fucking, block. I wasn't gonna do it, but, I had the, God, damn it. If I was seeing him this much. It had nothing to do with his abilities. or anything that had to do with the lives, but he was fucking following me. I swear, the lives were just, every time I was scrolling, they were just there. And I was like, it was noticeable, and I was like, oh my goodness, what is going on? And then the one night, he fucking threw something. Somebody must have suggested something. I don't know if it was fucking like Inuyasha or fucking Pokemon or gamer related or what it was, but he said something, and I fucking was like, now what was that? And I clicked on it, and that was when I had realized that he was freestyling chat suggestions. And I was fucking, like, mind blown that this guy that I was, like, you know, I was just like, whatever, like, do your thing, man, have fun, like, you know, no hate, but not something that I was gonna, you know, use my time on. And then I had realized what he was doing, and then I had seen, you know, his abilities and his, you know, love and his dedication, and I had, what really, really fucking made me love Al, you know, more than just when I had first got to, you know, meet him and get to know him. Well, before I even got to meet him in person, when I got to know him through his lives, you know, I really liked how he did the noon sessions, because he was doing those at this point, where he would just hang out with people and then he would freestyle at night. Like, that's just a lot of dedication, and to freestyle like that, you know, he has a talent, no doubt, but whenever you listen, at least me personally, when I listened to the Struggle Strength album, it was very life-changing for me, you know, to listen to somebody, and his other music as well. You know, I always give Struggle Strength the extra love just because it's the most recent project, but it's also because it's fully written. You know, a lot of his other projects, you would be surprised, are freestyles, which you know, just to see, like, how fucking well put together Struggle Strength is, like, it's a fucking masterpiece. Like, not to break an arm jerking Mal off or anything, but Struggle Strength is a fucking masterpiece and is easily gonna go down as one of my top 10 albums of all time, if not, like, my favorite album of all time. Like, it's a fucking great album. Like, it's awesome. You know, you can fucking hear the, like, attention to detail, and it was some of the songs, you know, Awakening Grace is one of the songs that really fucking stood out to me. Life is Music is one of the songs that really, really stood out to me. Obviously, you know, Struggle Strength is a huge one. That's you know, that's the fucking title track. What's up to everybody coming in? I'll make sure I catch up once I'm done giving the story. I have the attention span of a squirrel. So that was how we met, you know, that was how we met. I clicked on his live and I was like, what the fuck's going on here? You rapped about something I like. Oh, you're freestyling chat suggestions? All right, well, I'm sure you don't want to say some fucked up shit. So I'm going to put some fucked up shit in the chat. Like, I'm going to put, like, horsecock or something in the chat. Like, maybe not horsecock specifically, but something fucked up, you know? Not something, like, hateful, you know, because that's not the vibe over there at all. And, you know, that's not my vibe either. But something a little fucked up. And the thing is, it was funny because he will fucking rap your suggestions. And what started as me kind of, like, seeing... It was almost, it wasn't really a test, but it was me just, like, having fun. You know, it was me just kind of, like, light trolling. Not, like, trolling, but because, like, you know, I'm not, like, a fucking malicious troll, but I like to have fun. You know, I'm kind of a fucked up individual. But fortunately, we're all a little fucked up. And the vibes in there were fucking immaculate. My vibes are kind of fucking immaculate as long as you can get past the fucked up part. You know, the fucked up part is, you know, kind of takes people aback a little bit. But, you know, and they fucking were super cool people. And Al was just crushing every suggestion that I put in there. And it became like a test for me at a certain level. I was like, all right, like, this motherfucker is freestyling every single suggestion that I throw at him. how crazy, whether it be raunchy or fucking like, you know, vocabularically, I don't know if that's probably not a word, do I have to get to fucking stump this dude? And it just never happened. It never happened. And after a little while, I was like, well, you listen, dude, like if I can't stump you, then I guess I just have to support you as hard as I can for the rest of my life. Like, you know, it's one or the other. You know, I'm either with you or I'm indifferent to you. And yo, Al is an amazing individual, and you know, shortly after I had met him, I can't say exactly when. I don't remember the exact timestamp. But you know, shortly after that had happened, well, before that goes, you know, I loved Mal so much that I was doing mod shit right away. You know, I was inviting people to the lives. I was, you know, before commands were even a thing, you know, but for sake of making, you know, I was putting in reminders for people, you know, to do certain things, and you know, putting suggestions in the chat, you know, doing just mod shit, you know, being just trying to be a supportive person, because I believed, you know, in his message and everything that he had going on. And I had found out, you know, that he was, you know, he shares, you know, everything. I had found out that he was in Philly, you know, he was very close in proximity to me. And I had wanted to get I wanted to get his CD, and, you know, he had, you know, another CD or two, and he had recommended that we meet up. So we met up at a Walmart, because it was like in between both of us. I think it was my suggestion, to meet at the Walmart, because, you know, it was like in the vicinity. And I'm sitting there waiting for him, and I had got there a little early because I didn't want to have him waiting for me. I had gotten there, and at this point, I'm fangirling, and I still fangirl for Mal, but like I was fangirling. Like, this was like the first time that I ever met him. I was still like new to the fucking whole, like this was before the Ao Mao army even existed. Okay, so like I'm taking you back, and I'm sitting there waiting, and I'm like, oh fuck, I don't have a CD player. Like, my laptop doesn't have a disc drive. I have my Xbox and my PlayStation that can play discs, but like, what if I don't want to turn that on? So I was like, well, you know what? I'm gonna go in and walk around Walmart, just waste some time, see if there's anything cool. Like, so I look back in the fucking section, and it was either something crazy for a couple $100 or something little janky for fucking, still was like $80. And I was like, I'm not gonna buy a little fucking shitty boom box that used to cost $20 for $80. Fuck that. You know, I'm not trying to buy a $300 speaker system. And I always make sure I hit up the clearance section, because I love a good deal. And they had a fucking decent fucking little like speaker system on clearance, and I was like, fuck yeah. Like, so I literally, before I even met the man, got a fucking speaker system just so I could bump his music. Like, and I'd already listened to the album, so it wasn't like I had never listened to the album before. I wasn't going that, you know, balls to the walls. And that was the first time that I had met Mal, and I had met him once or twice prior to that. Like after that, that's what prior to means, I'm pretty sure. Sorry. That's pretty much, you know, that's how we met. That's what you asked. Let me catch up in the chat, because I saw we had Chelsea come through. How's it going, Chelsea? Sorry if I made you wait too long. I just know that I would have, talking about Ao Mao. Yes, I am. Juno asked how we met. Today we're talking about, at least initially, we're going to be talking about being there for people, being there for one another, and what that means, what that looks like. You know, I'm going to catch up in the chat, but being there for somebody doesn't just mean talking about it. It means actually doing it. You know, you can talk about a dream, but that doesn't, you know, you can manifest something, but you need to still put those steps into existence. You can talk about being there for somebody, but you need to put your fucking money where your mouth is sometimes. So thank you, Juno, for your kind words again. Thank you for asking. Cool, the chat wasn't going too crazy. And Chelsea, I hope you're still here. I'm sorry that I wasn't going too... I'm sorry that I, you know, was ranting. What's going on, Thor Amy? I always love a good Mal story. That's great. Love it. So yeah, that's how we met. And we had a few meetups after that. And then I went through my accident. And I don't remember how many times I had met Mal. I should make a timeline. I should try to sit. I've been wanting. That's something that I've been wanting to do, but it's something that is going to take a lot of thought and kind of freaks me out a little bit. But I don't remember exactly how long after I'd met him that happened. And they were there for me. You know, they were there for me when I felt like a lot of other people weren't. You know, they understood when I felt like a lot of other people didn't. And once I had the opportunity, once I had the ability, I started going live on TikTok. You know, because I had noticed that I was so excited for Al's live that I would sit there and I would refresh. How's it going, Thorami? I'm doing pretty well. I ate. I took my meds. We're just hanging out. We had somebody ask, as they had mentioned, you know, how Al met. So I'm just giving the fucking. I'll just give the fucking spark notes. I'm already this far, in the grand scheme of things. But you know, once I got to the point where I was able to, you know, I was comfortable and confident enough to do some type of like live, you know, once I was, you know, cognitively able to like fathom that type of fucking thing, I decided that I wanted to start going live an hour before Mal, because I would sit there and I would just be refreshing. It would be like 12 o'clock and I would just be refreshing, waiting for him to go live. And then I'm like, a few times I had asked people, I was like, am I the only one that's just like waiting for Mal to go live sometimes? And they're like, no, like we fucking like when he's 10 minutes late, like we would ride his ass, because like we'd be sitting there like, and it was like a funny thing, like, you know, like a jokingly riding his ass, because like he's a busy dude and he spends a lot of time with us and stuff. And but at the same time, like whether you're, you know, jokingly, you know, busting somebody's balls or not, I'm just like a fucking, I just feel so much all the time. Like, so like I feel bad. And I also, you know, really loved I really loved Al. I really loved how supportive everybody was of me. And I was wasting time fucking just waiting. So I was like, well, you know what? Why don't I just start doing an hour live before Mal? I can take joke suggestions, because my channel over on TikTok is like comedy related. I had made one for Perfect Taco, but because of me, you know, watching my screen time, I don't really post on either of those channels much at all. But I'm, you know, a little bit more active on the comedy adjacent one. So I would take people's joke suggestions for a little while, and, you know, we would just kind of chill and wait for Al Mal. But me and Mal we would keep getting banned over on TikTok. Just kept getting banned. Could not stop. So at one point we were both banned for like a week or two, and we were like, well, look, like we're not going to just not go live. Like, I had already done lives on Twitch, but not for a while, you know, because, you know, I told you guys before with the gaming and stuff. And Al had never been on Twitch, but he had people that had kept telling him that he should, like, you know, Bjorn Majestic, a few of the other homies over here had kept, you know, trying to get Al on Twitch. So we both, you know, within like a day of each other, we both made the plunge over to Twitch. And yeah, you know, I was just doing an hour before Al. At that point, I think I was, you know, gaming. I was trying to figure out, you know, I was bullshitting. It was like kind of like a just chatting / gaming stream. And I had a lot of people from the Amau Army showing me love on Twitch, even though gaming isn't what they are into. So I wanted to change things up a little bit. I wanted to make sure that it could be a place where they would also enjoy. You know, our friend Christopher Plowman actually was kind of the, because I was already thinking this, implementing things like this, but, you know, cognitively I wasn't all there. And our friend Christopher Plowman came in the one day and was like, "Hey Taco, just so you know, like, I love your streams, I love hearing you talk, but just so you know, like, I don't watch, I just leave you on in the background and like listen." And I'm like, dude, no, like, first of all, thank you for even listening. Second of all, it was like the fucking like knock on the door that I needed to like do something else. You know, there's so much pressure when you start streaming that you have to like succumb to some like, I always fuck up the pronunciation, but niche, is that right? Niche. It's one of those two. I don't think it's niche like quiche. I think it's niche like ditch. I don't fucking care, honestly. And like there's pressure to like only do one thing. But I mean, I don't have that pressure. Like if I want to play a game for a little bit, like I don't care if the numbers drop a little bit, first of all. Second of all, it's not like I can't, you know, talk about, you know, whatever we want to talk about while I game. But that's not even what we're talking about right now. But I was gaming, but I wanted to do more. You know, that's one of the reasons why I started implementing Zero. Well, honestly, Zero was already implemented into the live. That wasn't my choice. That was his choice. He was like, "Yo, Dad, like, you're not going to sit here and talk to people without me saying hello." And I had, you know, people who, honestly, you know, the funniest part of all of this is the fact that this became, I wanted to do more. All right, I wanted to make people laugh, so I was focusing more on like comedy. I was still being funny, you know, when I was gaming, but I was kind of doing a little bit of both. And the whole self-help thing, let me catch up in the chat because I'm not trying to stay behind. The whole self-help thing, that's a whole nother story. You know, that's not what you asked about, so we're gonna cut it there. But the way that the live became a self-help stream is, first of all, fucking hilarious. If I do say so myself, in my humble but accurate opinion. Second of all, I started going from 1 hour to 2 hours because of, again, some of the amazing people in the Ao Mao army, Cine and Pika, two people that I would not have met. I believe I met Pika through the Ao Mao army. I don't believe it was the other way around. I know a few people I did bring over, but I don't think Pika was one of them. And I do want to bring some more people over. Let me just take a minute to fucking plug that, guys. Try to bring some extra friends over. You know, obviously, you know, every day it might be a little too much, and you know, you might not want to bring certain people over, you know, for one reason or another. But at the end of the day, we really do have to, myself included, you know, we do really have to band together to try and show Al a little extra love. You get his message out there a little bit more. You know, that's kind of what I try to accomplish by, you know, talking about him, you know, playing his music during my streams, by streaming in general. You know, as I had mentioned, you know, originally that was why I had started going live, was to hang out before Mao. And the fact that this even turned into more is kind of just by the grace of the fucking world. You know, it's kind of crazy how, you know, certain things just kind of fall into place. But, you know, at the end of the day, I would not be here, and a lot of us would not be here if it wasn't for Ao Mao. So I always want to make sure that I give him the extra plug, I give him the extra love. But thank you again, Juno, for asking such an amazing question, because being able to recall some of these events is something that I cannot do by myself, and sometimes I need things like that to spark my memory. And I really, really appreciate that. It was really, really awesome to, you know, be able to reminisce about how me and Mao met. I really appreciate it. Yo, Alcoholic Gaming, welcome in. How are you doing? Looks like I didn't stop talking in time for Chelsea to say what's up, which makes me sad. Hope, unless she's lurking. Maybe she's lurking. I hope she's lurking, because I feel bad. First time I saw you, Taco, was a JD Rocks raid. JD raided into me, Juno, was the first time you saw me? Because I remember I had met JD. JD I knew was how I met you, Juno. Which was super dope, Juno, because you have become such an amazing, you know, part of not just my community, but Al's community. And especially, you know, knowing that you show as much love and support as you do to the Ao Mao army truly makes me happy. You know, because I never did any of this really except for the self-help part, you know, for me personally, for my personal gain. You know, I just really believed in the words of Al. So, you know, it always gives me that extra level of, you know, good feeling whenever, you know, I find somebody that just vibes with the music, you know, in any on any level, you know, even somebody that just starts, you know, wants to start listening on Spotify. Speaking of which, guys, what song do you guys think, anybody that vibes with Al Mal, what song should we listen to a little extra? I think us as a group of people should try to start listening to like one song or like a couple different songs. You know, maybe like keep one song on repeat when we're just like, you know, not going to be around for a minute, or like listen to like, you know, one specific album or like a few different songs. That's one of the reasons why I love having the playlist up too, because I listen to a few songs every day on there. Plus a lot of times I'll listen. What I used to do is I used to have my one phone playing some songs, but then it started getting real hot. Your week was the opposite of your dick. So since you're hard right now, that means that your week wasn't. That's awesome, bro. Amy Canna, welcome in. How are you doing? Make sure you guys take your meds. I don't know what I said that was funny, but thank you, Juno. I appreciate it. How did you guys meet me? Listen, we're reminiscing about how I met Mao. How about you guys let me know how you met me? That would be cool. If you're not lurking too hard, that would be awesome. We're talking about being there for one another. So I would love, you know, if anybody is up to sharing. If anybody remembers, if you don't remember, if it was just, you know, a matter of you popping onto the stream, you know, finding me on whatever, you know, no matter what the story is, I would love to hear it. But you don't have to share. It's fine. It's fine. But, you know, that's really, I think, what set... You had asked another question, you know, I don't remember exactly what it was. But what had really strengthened mine and Al's, you know, bond and, you know, friendship, I feel like, was the fact that it was completely selfless. You know, I gained so much mentally from the words, you know, the lyrics that, you know, have come out of this man's fucking mouth, that, you know, I truly felt the need to give back. You know, everything that he has given to people for free, I felt like needed to be returned. And that's the beauty of finding like-minded people, especially when you have a mind like a lot of us have, is that, you know, it's you give with an open hand, you love with an open fucking heart. But that doesn't mean that you don't need love too. That doesn't mean that you don't need somebody to give back eventually. You know, it doesn't have to be the same person, but eventually, you know, it gets tiring. And that's why, you know, people, when they get old, you know, they either find people that, you know, make them feel love and they're a lovely old person, or they don't and they're bitter as fuck. And I loved how Mal spoke. I loved his thoughts on a lot of things, although certain things he may be a little extreme on. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, everybody has a line, everybody has certain things that they try to... He's more of a Malcolm X. I'm more of a Martin Luther King. That might be a fucked up thing to say. I don't know if that is or isn't. But I just was showing so much love and support before he even really fucking knew who I was, to be completely honest with you. Like, I was doing mod shit for so long, and he had said something, and I was just like waiting for like an opportunity, and he was like said something about like giving Am a break or something, and I was like, yo, like, if you need another mod, just hit me up. And he was like, well, you've already been doing mod shit for so long there you go. Like, and I don't remember at what point I became fucking the wing whenever I officially got the wingman position, but that was fucking awesome. That, you know, that was a little ego booster, and I definitely, you know, can't wait to continue to help. You know, once I'm able to have, you know, once these headaches and shit go away a little bit more, and I can do a little bit more screen wise. That's one of the reasons as well why I love like slapping a sticker and taking a picture. That's one of my favorite ways to show support. I just haven't been anywhere lately, and the weather's been shitty. I always have a sticker on me. Like, there's almost always a sticker in my pocket. But you bet your ass, if there's ever a time where I'm like, oh, that's a perfect place, I end up not having a sticker. So it's a catch-22. It's the Taco 22. We need a massive war, exactly. I think now that I moved the camera back, the music's a little low. I think I should probably turn it up. Let's see here. Amy got home from taking mom out for the first time. Well, that's good that she got out. How's she doing? How was the walk? Did she walk around? How was she feeling? What did you guys do? How far did she go? It's a very long day at the end of a very long week. Well, at least it's over, bro. JD Rage, he spoke so much love and kind words about you. Really? That's awesome. I never knew JD spoke that much love about me. That's awesome to know. JD just has a lot of love in her in general, I feel like. But that's really cool. I'm glad to know that. Thank you, Juno. I see what you were about, so I did. Oh, and it's unfair and slightly misleading because, like, I love doing the self-help stuff, but, like, I'm a fucking mess. You know, I'm a gamer. I'm a mess. You know, the fact that, like, any of this has happened is nothing short from a fucking miracle. And it's strictly because of the love that I have for these people and these people have for me. You know, the Ao Mao Army played such a huge role in not only my recovery from my accident, but, you know, the growth of these lives. You know, the love that those people have shown is irrefutable, and I don't know if I'm not going to say that it has anything to do with Al's music, but it has something to do with the type of people that are drawn to it. The type of people that are drawn to Al's music just seem to be some of the most loving and caring individuals on the planet. And they truly have something special. And I appreciate all of them. Amy Canna says, I met you in the TikTok FYP. I always love, again, Amy Canna, I was just saying something to Juno. I love whenever people that met me, not to be like fucking like that about it, but like I like when people that like met me first are huge fucking members of the Ao Mao Army, because like I said originally, you know, that's why I started doing all of this. You know, none of this would have ever happened, or at least would have happened the way that it did, if it wasn't for Al. So if I could even play a little bit of a part, you know, especially right now when I can't be picking up as much as I would like to be, you know, virtually, you know, any little bit of extra, like I really love to just be like, fuck yeah. Especially Amy Canna, like, you show so much love. You're such an amazing fucking individual. I know C. Strider was rocking with the Army maybe not long before I was, but maybe around the same time. C. Strider, I think you were rocking longer than I was. I'm not 100% sure. You're one of the few. One of the few, the proud. The Ao Mao Army. We gotta start doing, C. Striders. We gotta start trying to reach out to some old fucking flames. That's what we gotta start doing. Alcoholic says, I was bored, looking for new channels, and you popped out of the gray mass of gamers. Well, that's funny, too. Was I gaming when you met me, Alcoholic? Because normally I'm doing just chatting, and even if I'm gaming, I'm in the just chatting stream, unless it was when I was playing Pokemon. If I'm planning on... Listen, here's how I do it. Listen, I'm not an asshole, okay? I'm not going to stay in the just chatting stream if I'm planning on gaming, okay? But if I'm going to game for less than half of my stream, then I'm not going to be in a gaming category. You know, why would I be in a category that has... Especially if I'm going to play some, like, obsolete game, or not necessarily obsolete, but, like, a game that doesn't have a lot of, like, you know, traction, like, you know, Rogue Legacy or Fall Guys or something. Why am I going to go to that category when I am much more just chatting than I am streaming Fall Guys? Like, I'm chatting the whole time. I suck at Fall Guys. I'm transitioning back and forth. Like, and I have people that get pissed about it. Like, people come in and they're like, "You're not streaming Fall Guys," and I'm like, "Stay mad, man." Like, if you're not here to theme of the live, thanks to Juno. If you're not here to help, then why are you here? You know, if you need some help, then I'll gladly assist you. If you'd like to know why I'm not in the Fall Guys stream, you know, that's why I like to try to like give people a chance and like let them know, like, hey, this is what we're doing, just so you know. Thanks. That's how I met you back in the day. Good stuff. Sadly, don't remember maybe scrolling the TikTok or an Al's live. Cinny, we definitely met through Al, Cinny. I 110% met you through Al. Cinny, you may also be, not 100% sure, but you may also be one of the few people that predates me. You were the first one in Mal Live to welcome me to the Army before it was the Army. I was Sea Strider, so that means that we must have been there pretty close to the same time. Because I don't think I can barely remember a time before Strider. So it had to be close, neck and neck, you know, and it's never a competition. It's just fun to try to remember, you know, like I can literally feel, not to get like sappy on you guys or nothing, or like it's weird, but like I can feel my brain like creasing. Like I can feel the fucking wrinkles forming from like these thoughts and memories that like I still don't even have yet, but are like, oh man, I can't even put it into words. Like it's almost overwhelming. Like it's like euphoria to such a level that I can't even explain to you guys. Amy Canna. Oh, there you go. X says hi. X gonna give it to you. She's gonna deliver it to you. What's going on, X? Good to see you. I hope that you're having fun. I hope that your first couple days back has been amazing. Hopefully you get some gaming time there. Mom, make sure you take our fucking homie to GameStop or fucking The Exchange. If you guys have a store near you called The Exchange and X hasn't been there, The Exchange is pretty dope. They've got a lot of really cool collectible shit. They've got music shit. They've got game shit. They've got shit that even Canna would love. They got some really, really cool stuff at The Exchange. Not even sponsored. Yo, Exchange, what are you doing? Still have a couple stickers on the road trip to North Carolina from Oklahoma. It was fun and a little scary. Right, dude? Yeah, I get scared slapping them certain places. That's why, like, sometimes, like, I'll slap it and then, like, I'll go to take a picture and I'll be, like, scared. Like, you know, no need to snap a picture anywhere that you might get in trouble. You know, but feel free, if any of you, you know, do slap a sticker anywhere awesome, to take a picture and post it. I know that Al was saying that, you know, he was going to make sure that some of them got posted to some of the socials. Let's see here. Cindy says, you helped him with so much stuff and always being there for him, so I don't remember. Was someone in the chat joking around saying best wingman after Al started calling you like that, or Al who said it first? I don't remember, Cindy. I don't remember. Either way, though, it was fun. I credit you with saving me when I was lost, but now I'm found. What? Amy Canna? Me? Little old me? That makes me feel a certain type of way, Amy Canna, because, like, that's amazing. You know, you're not the first person who has shared something like that, and I'm grateful for anybody who's ever shared something like that. But, you know, Amy, since you've come in, you've been a huge pillar of strength for a ton of people. So to know that, and, you know, this is something that you did mention when we had met, and that you obviously showed, you know, very, very well. But, you know, for you to say something like that whenever I know how many people you single-handedly have helped is amazing. That is a feeling that I can't express to you guys, is fucking priceless, because I will never be able to know the extent of the people that Amy Canna is going to help. But to know that I was able to play even the smallest role in that And that's fucking, you want to talk about compound interest. You get somebody to the point where they're helping people, you not only help that person, but you help that person to feel one of the best feelings in the world. And I think that that is one of the reasons why I love Al so much, because he was the one that had this community that was there to help me, and that made me realize that I had the ability to help others, and to be able to truly, honestly help people, and to be able to recognize those who are going. This is huge, guys, because when you're helping people, you are going to get taken advantage of. It is bound to happen. But you get better at realizing who you can and can't trust. Unfortunately, some lessons they cost you dearly. But thank you very much for sharing that, Amy Canna, because that's very awesome. Juno says how it's cool how that works. I found JD. JD introduced me to you. You introduced me to Mal, and so it goes. Awesome. That is really funny. You know, it's funny, like you just said. You know, you were a huge supporter of JD. I was a huge supporter of Mal. You know, I kind of started doing my own thing a little bit, and you know, checking out other channels. You know, I forget how I met JD. I think it was just a random like FYP thing, like a channels you may enjoy or something. I can't say honestly. I can't remember. They got shit. Who got shit? Manny Main. Speaking of fucking awesome ass motherfuckers, Manny Main's another person that's been around since the fucking beginning. He's been around. I can't remember how long even Manny Main's been around. I came in the same time when you were trolling. You ain't hardcore. You ain't hip hop. That's funny. Taco's asking, how did you meet him? Yes, that is what I was asking Manny Main. We was asking everybody how they met the Taco Man, because Juno asked how me and Mal met. We were talking about being there for people, and I don't know, Juno, is that why you asked? I guess maybe because he had asked that, and then he had asked how me and Mal met, and you had asked something else. I don't remember exactly the question, but something along the lines of like, you know, me and Mal being there for each other. And you know, we definitely are. We definitely have been. You know, that was one of the reasons why I was very, very glad that I could help with the Damaged Goods music video, and I feel bad that I couldn't do a better job. But I did my best, and I had a lot of help from a lot of amazing people. And you know, I get a main part of the, you know, appreciation for that music video, but it truly was such a group effort, and it was by the grace of God that it turned out as good as it did. It really was. You know, I can't even tell you guys how different that video was a week or two before final product. It was a lot different, and it was fucking an amazing experience, you know, to be able to put something like that together, something that meant so much to so many people. You know, you want to talk about being there for each other. That is a song about being there for yourself, and that level of self-love is that level of self-acceptance, which is where self-love comes in. That song, Damaged Goods, it truly is about self-acceptance and self-love. Yeah, I might be damaged goods. Some people argue that you're not. Whether you fucking, you know, tomato, potato, no matter what, you need to accept what you are, who you are. Maybe, you know, damaged goods isn't the best, you know, way to think about it as far as a, you know, positive affirmation standpoint. But listen, sometimes you gotta fucking see the glass half empty to know what it looks like half full. So thank you guys for helping me fill my cup, because in the fucking words of Irish Apex's daughter, I'm more interested in the people that are bucket fillers, and you guys fill my fucking bucket every day, and I'm glad that I could be here to fill yours. Oh, yes, X sent me the friend request on Discord. Good shit, good shit. I'll definitely make sure that I check that out. It's Friday, so I got a little free time today. My communities are a variety, but most have something to do with music. I got on Twitch originally to follow some producers, and I did, so that's awesome. So, were you following Pink before you followed JD? I like that Pink started, I seen Pink come through the other day, but I was getting ready for bed and shit, and I was, trying to... I've been trying to make sure that I focus a little bit less on... obviously, the lives and stuff, because I had noticed that even having them in the background was kind of distracting, so I've tried to limit that a bit. But I've been having Al's on in the background, and Al's, I always have, as moderator, I definitely always feel like I have to be doing stuff. I always try to make sure that I share the live and share it to, creative places. I do feel bad, and this is something that I want to talk to Mal about. I feel bad sharing it too much to the same places, and I know he's no, share it a million times to the same share it to my Discord 100 times, it's my Discord, just do it. But I want to talk to Mal about that. It's just something that I can't explain it to you guys. I have a fucking overwhelming urge to please people, and it's not healthy, and it's involuntary. It's weird. But that's not what we're going to talk about. Not what we're going to talk about. JK, we all met listening to Al. A lot of us met listening to Al. A lot of us did. Not all of us did, though. I was perfectly sane until I met these people. That's fair, Manny Main. That's fair. Shit, it's you may not have been sane, but you were at least perfectly fine with being insane. I think it's the sanity, it's the recovery of our sanity that can drive us insane sometimes. When we're so perfectly fine doing some of the insane shit that we're doing, putting up with some of the insane shit that we're putting up with, and then we meet people that are oh wait, you mean it doesn't have to be that way? And we're oh fuck, I don't remember a time when it wasn't that way. I thought shit was just insane. You're telling me shit's not always insane? That's insane. Let's see here. I read that one. Make sure I don't miss nobody's chats. I'm pretty sure I'm caught. Well, not caught up, but I'm damaged goods. But I built a few bridges and got over them. That's why I love the fact that trolls are called trolls, because we're building bridges and getting over them. It's awesome. It's fucking so funny. Let's see. Cindy says, "Shut up, Taco. You did a great job with it. Now, when you can do another video, you can use the learned stuff and make more amazing video." I'm not gonna lie to you, Cindy. A lot of what I learned during making that video was on the way. I did not have a lot of experience making videos other than on a free, very little, no experience. I would be excited to have another crack at something. That would be a challenge with Al, not being around. It would be cool to work on another project like that. Hopefully by the time, Al would come back, hopefully I'm able to, handle a little bit more screen time, because I would definitely like to get a little bit more knowledge on some of the editing factors. I feel from an editing standpoint, from a message standpoint, from a, us in the Ao Mao Army standpoint, it was a really good video. I just know that from the editing standpoint, I could have done a better job. And that's, kind of my main gripe with it. That's the one fucking thing that I had to do. I mean, no, there was a lot that I had to do. Pink is very good about going into streams and showing love. He streams, but he's also visits other people's streams, and I love that about him. He visits other people's streams during his stream. Is that what you're saying? I like Pink's streams. I've only caught them a couple times. I do want to start showing Pink some more love. He had offered a while back to help me out with some stuff, and then he had even farther had mentioned, you know, just a few fucking, you know, maybe just a week ago about it. And I feel bad because, like, I wasn't even going to ask him for the help until I had gotten to show him some love, because I'm very big on, like, paying it forward. Or at least I try to be, you know. I try to make sure that I'm showing people love, you know, that are showing me love. And it's hard sometimes, you know, when you have certain limitations. But that's when, you know, you have to make sure that you prioritize, that you work towards, you know, being able to do that. And that's one of the reasons why it's important that people know that, you know, when they give love, it may not always come back to them. And it's not a malicious thing. You know, it may just be a matter of difference of time. You know, communication works both ways. So if you ever feel like, you know, if you go live and somebody doesn't visit your live and you feel a certain type of way about it, you know, like me, like if I don't visit your live and you feel a certain type of way about it, please message me and let me know, like, hey, I haven't seen you in a little while. I would love to see you. And, like, I will definitely make it a point to make sure that I'm not, you know, neglecting you. You know, there's a lot of people I like to make sure that when I do have the opportunity to go and watch people's lives, I make sure that I watch their lives in particular, because even though I know that they may have more views than, you know, another person, I know that it's been a while since I've seen this person, so I try to, you know, make sure that I let them know that I, you know, still care about them, still want to, you know, send them the best, and that I'm, you know, lurking. That's the worst part right now, is that I have to lurk so much and just listen. But we'll make it through. We'll make it through. Let's see here. Pink also dropped 2 songs, shortly a third on Spotify. Been cool to watch him grow. Are Pink's songs DMCA free? And do they have vocals, or are they just beats? Either way, send me the link. But let me know if they're DMCA free. I wouldn't mind, you know, if he wants to give me permission, if I can, you know, as long as they can be on the YouTube without getting me banned, I don't mind putting them on. I'm not sure about how you met JD Taco, but I met her from Pink Hair. Oh, really, Manny? So you knew JD? So you're saying you knew JD before I knew JD, or at least around the same time? I'm not gonna. It don't gotta be about like who knew who first. But you met her through. So you knew Pink Hair before you knew JD, because I didn't know Pink Hair until I met JD. And that's funny too, because, you know, that's just a matter of the recommended. You know, Manny Main. That's awesome. That's funny too that the algorithms work that way, because Manny Main, you and me hang out with a lot of the same people. So Twitch was like, yo, Manny Main, you hang out with more music-related people, you know, here's this fucking Pink Hair producer. And Twitch was like, yo, Taco, you hang out with more people that are talking and shit, like, here's fucking JD. And then it was like, that's so funny, Manny Main. That's awesome. I love how that works out. What a fucking great stream. This one or other one? Someone else's. I don't know what's going on. On his own time, he's always showing love. Ah, gotcha. That's good to know. You know, Pink Hair's been in here showing me love. You know, that's why whenever I saw Pink roll into Al's, I wanted to make sure that Al, you know, because I knew it. I think the first time Pink had ever rolled into Al's was whenever the fucking rate and review, the roast and toast, the fucking rate and hate. You know, that channel seems cool. I wouldn't mind, you know, checking that channel out. That channel seemed pretty funny. But, you know, it was equal parts rating, equal parts hating. It was awesome. It was funny. And Al started on with TikTok, you know, as far as like lives go. So like they had nothing on some of the TikTok trolls, like. But that was when Pink first came in, and I had wanted to make sure, because I had seen that Pink had said something towards Al, and I had wanted to make sure that like Al knew that Pink was all right. Because Pink's definitely cool. Pink, from what I know about Pink, I don't know a lot about Pink. I can't say, you know, that I know him a ton, but I see him a ton in JD streams. You know, even when he hasn't been in JD streams, I've seen, you know, Moon and, you know, some other people talking about him. So he seems like a good guy overall. He definitely does, and I like the beats that he makes. Like Al said, they might not always be Al's cup of tea. But I like the stuff that Pink has. I like pretty much everything. I like the stuff that Evo has. I like the stuff that Pink has. I like a lot of people's stuff. A stream not to miss for sure. True, very happy I could be in the chat today and not have to lurk. It's always fun. It's always funny too to think about the people that lurk. Like I always think like, oh my goodness, like we haven't seen like this person in a little while, and then like to think about like the fact that some of them actually have been in here and they just lurk and like Twitch won't always tell me, and I don't normally look. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like I don't care to know. It is nice to know because it allows me to dictate the conversation to what I think who may need to hear, or I can talk about if I have people in here and I know that I have more gamers, then I'm gonna maybe talk more about something. I'm gonna try to compare things to something more gaming oriented, or if I know I have people that are more into superheroes or something, I might try to make it a little bit more. I'm gonna try to dictate either certain examples or certain conversations to certain things. But I never mind a good lurker. I always like, too, it gives you guys an opportunity to see, like, all right, well, what's Taco like when this isn't happening? What's Taco like when I'm not in the chat? What's the live like when there's nobody in the chat versus what's the live like when there's a ton of people in the chat? And it goes both ways. And it's sometimes difficult. It's funny because there's even levels to it. It's not just a level of like who's in the chat, what's going on in the chat, but it's a level of not just preparedness from myself, but like mentality. Like where am I at mentally? Like it's always a fucking new. There's always it's always a roulette wheel. It's the moral of the story. Oh man. Yo, Wounded, how are you feeling today? I hope you're doing well. People talking about how they met me. I was talking a little bit how I met Al Mal. If you guys don't know, we go live for 2 hours every day, and we raid into Al Mal music. He will be going live in about 15 minutes. So we've got 15 minutes, guys. This is the 15-minute warning. Make sure you take your meds. Make sure you drink some water. Guys, if you're not feeling whole, if you're not feeling complete, this is one of the notes that I had to make today. Okay, listen. Don't forget the little things. Don't forget the basics. Once you move on to things that are more advanced, all right? I feel like when it comes to mental health, when it comes to mental illnesses, when it comes to depression or, fucking confidence, any type of fucking, when I say confidence, I mean like, whatever fucking, it might be depression, but like when you have a self-image as low as I have, there's gotta be a fucking name for that. I'm just saying. Like, train of thought, shit. What the fuck was I talking about? But yes, I remember now because of my notes. The notes are huge. That's one of the reasons why I take them. Don't forget the basics. Thank you, notes. Whenever with confidence, confidence was a thing for me. The reason why I said confidence, versus, other things is because my self-image was something that was very low for a very long time. And when I had worked through some of my, mental issues, my mental fucking, shit, and I had gotten to a point of confidence, there was little things that I had stopped doing, and I couldn't even tell you what they were. Maybe if I thought about it, I could, but, I remember feeling like I was better. I remember feeling like I would never have to feel that way again. I remember feeling so proud of myself for pulling myself out of that fucking hole. And when I came crashing back down into it, it was something that I didn't even realize had happened, until I got fucking hit by a truck. And I was like, oh no, yeah, I'm in a hole. Like I've been in a hole, and now I just got fucking plowed into it. Like, oh shit, like you're telling me I was depressed, and now I'm aware of it, but I'm aware of very little else except for pain. What the fuck? Like, sorry, I may or may not have, I don't want to say blacked out, but zoned out there for a minute. Rants happen from time to time. But like I was saying, guys, you got to make sure that you don't forget, you know, just like that's one of the reasons why I love comparing mental illness. This is something that I used to do a lot, but I didn't really have like the fucking know how to explain it. Comparing mental illnesses to alcoholism or addiction, because you can't just forget it. You can't just be like, oh, I'm cured, it's all good. Like, you know, you're gonna have good days. You might have a good week. You might have a good month. You might have a good year. But you can't forget, because you need to make sure that your tools are sharpened. You know, if you don't take care of your fucking sword, then it may be dull when you go to wield it. If you don't take care of your fucking musket, then it may jam whenever you go to fucking pull the trigger. So, you know, we need to make sure that we are taking care of ourselves and the people around us down to the core, down to the basics, that we're not forgetting, you know, the basic things, especially not just with ourselves, but with, you know, the people that we love. You know, maybe sometimes they rely on, you know, certain holidays because that's the one day that they know that they're going to get some of that, you know, basic stuff. You know, sometimes when we forget about the basics, we end up having to overcompensate. And that's what happens a lot, is that we forget about the basics, we don't take care of ourselves, and then we have to overcompensate to get our health, you know, back in order. And then we forget the basics, we get lazy, we get unhealthy, and then we have to go back to the basics. We have to go above and beyond to salvage whatever it is that we're trying to salvage, whether it be, you know, feelings within ourselves, you know, physical appearance, you know, feelings within somebody else. And, you know, just, it's one of the reasons why I really appreciate having people that are there for me. And Juno, I can't say thank you enough for having a topic like this, because it really helps for me to have a little help sometimes. You know, I've been struggling to think of things to talk about, but just as far as like specific topics go, and that's just because I know that I have a lot of people that are counting on me. And it puts a little bit of pressure on the situation. Not too much pressure, but it's only a pressure to do better for myself. And so I'm just working towards other things. I want to say towards and on other things. But we got another 10 minutes. I'm sorry that I fucking keep going on rants and shit. Cindy, I think I did that stretch, but I might not have. Best taco stream I've attended. Yo, Juno, thank you. Thank you, Juno. I open up from time to time. I try not to open up too much. I opened up a little bit too much, I feel like, at the beginning, you know, to really no fault of my own. But obviously it wasn't a fault of anybody else, so I have to take responsibility for that. I accidentally said some shit that I didn't, you know, necessarily mean anymore. You know, I unfortunately burned some bridges that I wish that I hadn't. Stretch Nuts, thank you for coming in, bro. I'm sorry, guys. I seen people come in and I was ranting. One of the things that I've been doing as well, that I'm sure some of you guys have noticed, is I've been getting a little more behind in the chat. And that's because I'm really, really trying to make sure that I'm watching my screen time. You know, I've been very conscious. I've been very careful on it, but in case you guys are wondering why I've been getting a little more behind and been kind of relying on my rants a little bit more, that's part of it. I said it before, but I met Al Mao through you, so give yourself some credit, my friend. Dope, Wounded. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that. Love your work, and you are awesome, my friend. I can't wait to actually start putting out like more content and stuff for you guys. I can't wait. I really can't wait. Juno, thank you for the biddies. It's take your fucking meds time. Take your fucking meds time. Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? Say there you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Take your fucking meds. Take your fucking meds. Or I'm gonna hit you with a baseball bat. Take your fucking meds. Take your fucking meds. Or I'm gonna hit you with a baseball bat. My baseball bat's over there. I can grab it if you need me to, Juno. I could just lean forward, but I've been having some like back and shoulder pain, so I don't really want to lean over and grab it. If that's cool with you, I could also just use it as a moment to stretch out a little bit, which is what I might do. But I knew that if I didn't want to stretch right now, and I didn't want to forget to do that for you. Please know that you are important too. I love that you do. I love what you do, and thank you. Self-worth is something that can only come from yourself. Zero. Stop, please. Zero. Can you be a good boy? Self-worth is something that can only come from yourself. And it definitely helps to have amazing people like you that are here to help, that are here for me. So I'm glad that I could be here in any, aspect that I can be. Thank you, Almost Alcoholic, because you guys truly help me understand what it means to love myself. Self-worth is the type of thing that is not easy to come by. So, and when we're helping people with everything that we're helping people with, why not help people with fucking feeling a little more self-worthy? That's one of the reasons why I always love to try to give you guys some positive fucking words. You're a wonderful person. The fact you are going on the internet, the playground of hell, and legitimately trying to help us assholes earns your tickets to your version of heaven. Well, I don't really have a specific version of heaven, but thank you, because that's good. I am totally not religious. I miss the good stuff. What do you mean you missed the good stuff? You might have. Oh, what you say and who you upset. Oh, did I upset someone? Oh, fuck. I'm catching up now. I didn't upset nobody today, I don't think, Al. I might have, though. I took the whole trash bag with clothes to 2 different clothes stores, and each took 3 things, and got a total of $12. Yeah, usually places aren't popping like that. Let's see, Juno says, you are at your best off the cuff and genuine like you are right now, and I thank you for it. Thank you, Juno. I appreciate it. I also, I just get stuck in, pits of, downward spiraling sometimes. Sometimes I just, talk about shit, and it gets more and more negative. And that's one of the things that the self-help streams have really helped me to work on, and one of the reasons why just having, a bullet point or two. When I say notes, I don't mean, a lot of notes. Sometimes I have a good couple, but, just enough to keep me going. That's what you said about the beginning of your live, burning bridges. Oh, I said I upset someone? I honestly, Mal, my memory is so trash, man. I can't remember. I can't even blame stoner brain, bro. I missed the personal moment you shared. Oh, it's fine, Wounded. It happens. You can also always go back and look or listen if you want. I never, expect people to do that. I'm always surprised. I've had 1 or 2 people be like, oh, I missed your stream, so I watched the replay. And I'm like, oh, really? Just the thought that people actually like me that much blows my mind. I cannot tell you guys how low my confidence and self-esteem is. So it really, the Ao Mao Army has done so much for me. Al, I don't know how long you were lurking, but Juno had asked how I met you and asked something along the lines, I can't remember exactly how I worded it, about how us being there for each other has benefited something or other. I can't remember exactly what he said, but I got to share some awesome, the awesome story of how we met. That was the main personal moment that I shared, Wounded. That was the main theme, I guess. Not really the theme. The main theme was brought to you by Juno Rocks. Thank you again, Juno. And was being there for people, being there for one another, and what that means. Being there for somebody does not mean that you expect something in return, like Ao Mao said. I like how he said that. If you are there for somebody, if you are giving somebody something and you're expecting something in return, you weren't being there for them. That's a fucking business transaction. Dude, Mal, when you said that, and you've said that multiple times, but when you said that the other day, it clicked a little extra. It gave me a little chuckle because you're so right. Like, and it's so funny to think that, like, people are that way. Like, people will do things and then, like, try to guilt you, like, oh, well, I did this. And it's like, well, I didn't fucking ask for that. You know, like, and I think that, you know, to really answer your question, Juno, I think that that's one of the things that truly, you know, strengthens the bond that me and Al Mal have, you know, even from, you know, now that he's in Texas, you know, he's not an hour down the road like he used to be. You know, Al has never asked for any of the love that I've shown him. I just believe in him and his message, and vice versa. You know, I never asked for any of the love. None of us asked for any of the love that Al showed us. He just gave it to us. And if we liked his music, cool. If we didn't, then cool. And that's just so respectable. That's something that is very rare in this world. And it's very fitting that the theme of his week is love this week, because you get nothing but love over at the Al Mal Music channel, guys. I am so, so happy that I can call him my friend and listen to his music on my stream. Thank you, Al, for everything that you do for all of us. I'm sorry that I can't show you the love in the way that I would like to right now, but just know that I will do all that I can, and I will continue to try to make you proud, because you continue to make me and all of us proud each and every fucking day. I cannot wait to see the kinds of new projects you come out with. Thank you very much for coming and checking out the streams, man. I think that I sometimes maybe take for granted the time that you spend in my streams, and I definitely just want you to know that I really do appreciate it, and I'm doing everything in my power to overcome these fucking headaches and all of this stupid shit so that I can be at 100% for all of you guys, for the people that I love and that I care about. You know, it's been a hard road. It's still a long one coming, but we're fucking over the hump. So thank you guys all for taking this journey with me. Thank you guys all for being in the live today. If you're just tuning in, I'll be back tomorrow at 10 o'clock Eastern time. But you don't have to miss the taco fun yet. We're going to raid into Al Mal Music. He's got all kinds of tacos, yo. When Al Mal bans people from the chat, it's called the taco gun, and that predates taco. That doesn't even have nothing to do with me. So if you like tacos, yo, Al Mal loves some tacos. He loves tacos so much, he made a taco moderator. Not just does he love tacos, but tacos love Mal. Not just do tacos love Mal, but your mother loves Mal. So invite your mom to the live. Make sure when we raid over to Mal that you share the live to your Discord, guys. Share the live to my Discord. Share the live to Al's Discord. Share the live wherever you want. Share the live to the Al Mal Army page. Reach out personally to some of your favorite Al Mal Army members that you haven't heard from in a while. I always love to reach out to people. That's one of my favorite ways to share the love and share the live, is to just let them know that we're thinking about them, guys. You know, sometimes people just get caught up with life, and when you share the live, you know, they might not have time to come into the live. But if you reach out to somebody and you personally hit them up and send them a message and let them know that their friends at the Al Mal Army, you know, we're thinking about them, then it's going to give them the chance to be involved, to reply back to you in a way that doesn't require them to come into a live and say hi to, you know, a bunch of people. You know, sometimes it can get overwhelming. So I definitely, you know, encourage you guys to share the live for Al Mal. I never tell you guys to share my live. You know, I promote that man. I'm here to promote that man. You know, I'm not here to promote myself. But I appreciate you guys boosting me up and giving me something to fucking start my day with. I think my stream's lagging a little bit because I'm pulling up the internet and trying to raid, but I can't tell you for sure. I'll make sure I try to catch up in the chat, but I am about to end the live here, guys, as soon as I can get the raid into Al Mal Music. We definitely push it, okay? We definitely push it with the lives, and that's one of the reasons why we don't look at the screen a lot. So thank you guys for bearing with me, and everybody, thank you for everyone who's putting the moving emotes in the chat, causing my computer to hate itself. That plus me trying to raid is just making my stuff poop on itself, I think. I'll make sure that I read all of you guys' chats that I'm missing. I'm reading a lot of them over here. I'm seeing everybody say hi to everybody else. That's another thing, too. Like, when you guys are having conversations amongst yourselves, I'm not always going to go out of my way to read them out loud. I will still read them in my head. And I will read some of them out loud. And that's how sometimes I think I end up missing other people's conversations, is because I see people having a conversation, and then I'm reading it, and then I end up I'm reading somebody else's conversation in my head, and then I think that I read the one comment out loud, but I actually read it in my head as well. Oh, bam, there it was. Bam, How Music, guys. I don't know who we got in here. I haven't looked all day. I normally don't even have the opportunity to look, but I have the stream manager up over here on the side. We've got at least 11 people ready to raid, though. Do I hear 12? We have 12. Do I hear 13? Special thanks to everybody who made it rain today. Special thanks to anybody who spent some time with me, but an even more special thanks to anybody who comes into this raid with me, because I would not be here if it was not for Ao Mao and his music. You don't have to agree with all of his stances, but you cannot refute the strength in his words, especially in his music. So please at least come and check him out long enough to get that Spotify link and hear that fucking music. Please and thank you guys. Silver Mist is back just in time for the raid. Killed it today. Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yes, I'll catch you tomorrow. Love your work. Thank you, Wounded. I appreciate the love, man. Thank you, everybody. Juno as well. You gave me some fucking positive words today. You guys are really making my computer poop itself right now. But we're going to just raid over so that I can get a screen break. We can show Al that love. Make sure you guys talk about the theme today over there of his live. Make sure you guys participate if you can and are able. Make sure that we fucking show that love today, not just to Al and the Ao Mao Army, but to anybody who you see fit. On that note, I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow if I don't see you at Al's, and I hope you have a great day.
Damaged goods, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. Damaged goods, damaged goods, I will build this bridge.